Hello, me mateys! Vuvi Yaloovie here. We're climbing up the ranked doubles ladder with my favourite Pokémon, Alcremie, me mateys! Alright, so I've taken a little bit of a break over the weekend and now I'm back to do some more laddering today, me mateys. And in this session, well, I think I'm just going to try and climb out of Great Ball rank. Again, if there are any bot matches, I'll try and leave them out. Otherwise, me mateys, I'm going to be trying my best to outwit the competition here. But me mateys, oh yes, Vaporeon. Vaporeon's very nice. We do need to recognize that it's not going to be as strong into the Archelodon matchups, so that's why we have Alluring Voice on Alcremie. Alcremie is going to be very nice against Archelodon. The only issue is that even specially bulky Archelodon may be a 3-hit KO. It's a low chance, but it can happen, and that's something we got to watch out for. So maybe we could get rid of Fake Out for Helping Hand on Raichu if we need to, but I still think we keep Protect on Audino. You could argue we have Helping Hand on Vaporeon since we're not really clicking Calm Mind that much. And it seems like the water types nowadays is always going to be like Basculegion that can threaten a KO on Vaporeon. Now that said, we still have to consider Milotic because Milotic is just a very big problem for anything on this team that isn't Raichu. Just a very specially bulky Pokemon and can deal with Mudsdale like nothing. Oh, and Armourouge too, technically, but like, since Mudsdale's our only physical option, perhaps it might be better to use Psy-Shock on Armourouge over Psy-Kick. And I think that's what I'll do for this session. If we don't have the damage output into certain physically defensive Pokemon, maybe we can switch back to Psy-Kick. Psy-Kick is actually stronger than Psy-Shock, only by 10, but that 10 does matter in the game of percentages because half of 90 is 45, and then half of 80 is only 40. So you can do the damage calculations, me mateys. Yes, anyway. So we've got to consider that in mind. Going to be hitting as hard as a double edge, pretty much psychic double edges without the recoil. And then, yeah, we'll go from here. I still think it's worth keeping Decorate. We also got to just remember that this Alcremie is not Choice Scarf Alcremie because Choice Scarf Alcremie can outspeed Raichu to Decorate it. But I think I prefer the versatile nature of Alcremie in this case, especially if we want to go up against Archelodons. Maybe we can get away with like max speed, not max speed, max HP, slight speed, and then we put in max special attack just so we are always faster than the Archelodons. Because usually most Archelodons don't run Choice Scarf. I mean, why would you? There's no reason to do that unless if you're trying to outspeed like a certain, maybe the Megastar Raptor in a rain team, but that's about all I can think of that would be able to work with Choice Scarf Archelodon. But anyway, let's begin, me mateys. As per usual, there's not really any, I mean, not per usual, since last video, there's like not really any pressure to do amazing. Oh dear, ooh, Luxray. Oh, I'd love to see the Luxray. More people need to use it. Although it isn't really the most defensive Pokemon out there, unfortunately. So this team looks like it could do Follow Me Trick Room with Gourgeist. Meowscarada is going to be a little bit of a pain because, well, actually, we could just go with Alcremie Audino here. A lot of their Pokemon is threatened by that, but they're probably going to lead Hisuian Samurott. So I'm just going to see if Audino Raichu can work into this, then have Alcremie in the back. And then for Mega Delphox, Psyshock will hurt a lot. But if we can get the jump on Mega Delphox, I think Vaporeon's a really nice option. Because we're aiming to actually set up Trick Room. None of their team looks like it needs the Trick Room option. So it's just whether or not they lead the Gourgeist, which can be a problem here. I still think I would lead the Raichu, but instead I have to go for the Armarouge. The Gourgeist can be very problematic, and I kind of want to save Alcremie for their Dark types. So if we can manage to get in Armarouge, if they're aiming to set up Trick Room, then we get in Armarouge before that. If they don't want Trick Room, then I don't think we have to worry about Gourgeist. Okay, I was right leading Raichu, because they look like they want to go for Follow Me Nasty Plot this turn. So I think this is a Mega Raichu X angle, but I have to respect the Pop Bomb, right? Okay, I switch out the Audino, and then I need to either remove this Mouse Hold or go for the Delphox, because Population Bomb can OHKO the Raichu here. Yeah, I'm gonna fake out the Delphox, just in case if they do Population Bomb. If it is Follow Me support, then that's okay. I at least ensure that they're not doing anything with the Delphox this turn. When they Mega Evolve their Delphox, they will be faster than our Raichu by virtue of being a Mega Delphox. They don't Mega their Delphox, so that's very nice. And it is Population Bomb. Very good. Okay, so at the very least, we're not going to... Oh, we don't faint. Oh, that's unfortunate. Let's see. Oh, that's problematic still. I go for the Psyshock onto this Mouse Hold. Because I'm not confident that I can outspeed this Mouse Hold in particular. They have around the same speed tier. Let's go for the Psyshock, and let's go for the Protect. Because at the moment, Raichu is actually faster than base Delphox, but it's the Mouse Hold that I really want to defend against. So they can double up into the Armarouge, that's fine. Based on how much damage that's doing, Armarouge will survive, even a 10-hit Population Bomb. Gets hit 6 times. So, are they not Wide Lens? I feel like I would have been hit more. Okay. Alright. I'd like to keep Armarouge in, but the only issue is that we don't exactly have the health for Armarouge to set up Trick Room, and Audino is probably gonna live anyway. I'm just gonna do a double switch here. It might seem a little bit weird, but like... Oh, then again, I'm just gonna risk it. I need to remove this Delphox now. I don't think they're Friend Guard. They could be friend... No, they should be friend guard, right? Audino avoid. So it's definitely not Wildlands, so that will save me. And it is a faster Delphox. Never mind. Okay, that's alright. Because I did use the overheat then, I can just pretty much get in Alcremie here, right? Yeah. This should be fine. Since they targeted the, since they missed the Audino, I'm pretty fine for going for a Trick Room. And then just a standard protect on Alcremie here, just so we don't take pop bomb damage. Alright, so they hit the Alcremie, so that's very nice. And this Dazzling Gleam's not going to do any damage from here on out. Yep, not even 20 damage. Oh my goodness. Ooh, okay. So that's very nice. Now we can definitely outspeed this Mousehold. I think what I could have done, if I knew that the Delphox was going to be faster than the Raichu, what I should have done, I should have just Trick Roomed with Audino, protected the Raichu. That seems like the best option there. We'll go for a Dazzling Gleam on the Audino. We could even just switch back into Armarouge, but I don't think I need to risk it. And then, because I have to choose, I don't think Audino's Dazzling Gleam is enough for Mousehold. But just in case if it is, I'm still going to click Alluring Voice onto Mousehold here. Here's a nice Dazzling Gleam. Doesn't finish off the Mousehold, unfortunately, but that's okay. Go for the Alluring Voice. And it's Bright Powder? Bright Powder? Oh dear, Bright Powder, Mousehold. Oh, that's very good. But because of that, they do kind of just miss their own population bond. But Bright Powder, Mousehold. Oh no. At least it is Bright Powder and not Wildlands. Otherwise, I'd probably be gone by now. So let's go on Life Duty for Alcremie. And I can probably just decorate here too, because Dazzling Gleam should be enough. But we have nothing into this Delphox until help arrives. Oh dear, me mateys. Oh dear. Nice and slow for our first game back. Alright, let's get the Alluring Voice, take up the Mousehold. Now we just got to deal with the rest of their team. Once that Delphox switches out, it's going to be more problematic, but until it does, even Switcheroo won't matter too much. Oh, they had the Wildlands on the... on the Delphox! Oh no, me mateys, oh no. Okay, well, at least they reduced my power output, so what I'm going to do... I should Life Dew and get in the Armarouge, but it depends on who they switch in next. Oh dear, let's see. I was not expecting Switcheroo Delphox. Okay. Wild Charge can go pretty hard here. But I think just Dazzling Gleaming and, how many turns left at Trick Room? 2 turns. Right. And I still think going for this Luxray is still fine. Until they nasty plot. No, I need to get rid of the Luxray. Okay. 12%, and then... Supercell Slam, so that's going to do a lot. And then, Overheat still shouldn't be enough. Especially onto Audino, yeah, that's not going to do anything. Okay, very good. Alright, so now this Delphox is probably liable to switch out now, because it's at minus, what, 4 now? We definitely need to Life Juice so we can survive the Supercell Slam. And Luxray was slower than Alcremie? Was it? No. It could have been, but oh, that's right. Last time at Trick Room 2, I think I just Life Dew and Protect. This is a very slow-paced game from me, but that's okay. I just want more HP. Yeah. So you can just go into Audino here too, that's completely fine, but only your Luxray is capable of taking out the Audino with something like Supercell Slam, right? Yep, and that's the problem with running Supercell Slam. Oh no. Very good, so they do show Mystical Fire, so that's not great for Audino's damage output, but it's not terrible. In this situation, I can just get away with another Trick Room. In this case, I do need to consider that Alcremie will just faint here. Unless if it's Hisuian Samurott, I shouldn't worry about that. So I'm going to sacrifice Armarouge here, unfortunately. We can get through Meowscarada with Alcremie and Gourgeist too, but I have to sacrifice Armarouge. I think Alcremie is just better overall in this situation. So Switcheroo again, doesn't work on Mega Pokemon, so that's very good. Supercell Slam will miss the Armarouge, so that's very unfortunate for this Luxray here. Very unfortunate. Kind of the reason why you don't run Supercell Slam, because it can miss and just do that to your Pokemon. Wild Charge is still weaker though, it's a little bit unfortunate in that regard. But me mateys, we're still learning out here, and of course when you're going, we have to consider like free-to-play shenanigans, right? You might not have enough VP to afford a better move slot, and you know, the strongest moves do look like the best moves sometimes. I go with like Thunder Gaming, but when you're learning out Pokemon, maybe it is a little bit better to go with consistent moves, so you know that, yep, this move is almost guaranteed to make it work in most situations, right? Unless if they have Sucker Punch here, this should be fine. Sucker Punch will remove the Armarouge even with... Oh, okay, Quick Claw will remove the Armarouge anyway. Oh, they protect them! Okay. That means I can just go for a Psyshock next turn. They do protect their Meowscarada, so that's very nice. We're not doing any damage to this Delphox, but they are without switches, so Delphox is not going to do anything in this situation. Alright. Okay. Another switcheroo. I think they realized they needed to survive. Alright, very good. Alright, let's go for Life Dew, and then I can probably just Psyshock the Meowscarada now. It's Quick Claw Meowscarada of all things, so definitely a Psyshock to the face will be very nice against it. And then they kind of realize, yep, Armarouge is just gonna plow through. Oh dear, me mateys. Very good. So, yes, I know, we're just getting through the Great Ball tier, but it's always good to experiment with different items before you start going through like what moves work, especially for a free-to-play team. Because let's just say you've just got your Pokemon and they have like all these really different moves, right? And you've looked online and you saw that people are running like different movesets, right? And these are what their team works with at more consistent level, or at least, you know, they show it off, right? They show it off to win, and you think, well, we could try and aim for that, right? My suggestion is if you have an off-meta Pokemon, try and go for what is more accurate. I know in the case of Luxray, you have to deal with recoil damage, but the fortunate thing with recoil damage with Wild Charge is that you only take a quarter of the damage dealt. And Luxray, I don't want to play down Luxray. Luxray does have a good attack stat, but like, the bulk does affect recoil, but it's still worth it in my opinion. You only have like base 70s bulk to work with, I think, but Meowscarada is in the same train, just much faster than Luxray. So if you can get up a Tailwind Pokemon for that team, if you can find any Pokemon in the ranch for like the lineup, MB ranch, whatever it was, I forgot. Oh my goodness. If you can find any Pokemon through there, just try and enlist a Pokemon that has Tailwind. Hopefully it should be a Prankster Pokemon, or aim for Trick Room so you can utilize Luxray a little bit better, right? That's my suggestion, but what do I know? Alright, let's keep on going. I'll see you in the next match, me mateys. Alright, a Charizard wire team with a, Scizor, oh no, me mateys. Okay, so this is really what I wanted to test out the team on. A Charizard wire team with Venusaur and Scizor with Basculegion too. So I need to preserve Raichu, and it's going to be very difficult to do so. They can pretty much lead their choice of like Gardevoirs, Scizor, Venusaur even. I think Charizard Venusaur is just a great option into my team. So I think Audino Armarouge is actually really nice for this. Or even Armarouge Mudsdale, just in case if they don't lead if they don't lead like the Venusaur and have Gardevoir as their mega option. I need to have Raichu in the back for Basculegion. And then, overall, I think a secondary Trick Room setter would be nice. So, kind of don't need one thanks to Raichu, though. I think I can get away with Alcremie. Oh no, I'm sorry! Well, we've got a favourite Pokemon in there, the 80s. Alcremie is gonna do some work, hopefully. Alright, we got the best naming possible around here. Alright, let's see what we can do. Gardevoirs, Scizor. Okay, I'm so glad I led Mudsdale into this. This is just so problematic on every level if it was if it wasn't Charizard Venusaur, right? If it was Charizard Venusaur, I can leverage Armarouge, but if it's Scizor Gardevoir, I can leverage Armarouge again. So I still think going for a Heat Wave is pretty likely, but I want to set up speed control first. And then me mateys, I'm just gonna risk it. You know what we do to Gardevoirs around here, me mateys? We just heavy slam. So they bullet punched the Mudsdale without Mega-ing, so that means Mudsdale's guaranteed to survive here. And it looks like it wasn't they misclicked their Mystical Fire. That's unfortunate. Okay, that's alright. Alright, well, heavy slam the Gardevoir. Goodbye, Gardevoir. I was expecting a Protect from the Scizor, but that's okay. Now Armarouge is actually slower than the Scizor, unless if they click Bullet Punch, it's always going to be slower, but like, Scizor's base speed is slower than Armarouge, so we have to respect that fact that they're usually slower than Armarouge. Anyway, so I could go for a Heat Wave here. Charizard's hidden ability is Solar Power, so we don't need to worry about like Flash Fire, and then we can Rock Slide this. Mudsdale will survive every situation here, unless if it misses Rock Slide on the Charizard. And, of course, if Charizard lives and gets off the Solar Beam, then we will just faint on Mudsdale. We do need to respect that. But Psyshock from Armory should be able to do the work from here. So Drought will affect them and us, but it's no bulk Charizard, so just a Oko, Mimetes, and then if Heatwave connects, then we should be able to get the Scizor. A Swords Dance! Oh boy, Mimetes. Here comes a Heatwave. Yep. Swords Dance probably wasn't the appropriate choice. But I respect the goal, because if I missed my if I just missed, right, they get a Swords Dance, I think they can KO my Mudsdale with a Bullet Punch next turn. Much respect to that player. I like it. Because there was a 10% chance that actually would have worked, and then now I'm just going for the super powerful moves, right? Psyshock because I don't want to miss, and we're still in Sun, but yeah. Aqua Jet's not going to do anything in the Sun, so very good Mimetes. And then High Horsepower connects, and then that should be enough for Psyshock to KO. Very good Mimetes. Let's see. Okay, so if they Mega'd their Gardevoir, they'd still go down to Heavy Slam, right? If they led Charizard Venusaur, I'd have to rely on the fact that we don't get flinched by Air Slash, or that they don't have Sleep Powder on their Venusaur. Which on their team, it looked like they did have Sleep Powder. They just didn't utilize their Venusaur in that matchup, so I think the line into Charizard Venusaur matchup for this team, especially considering Sleep Powder shenanigans, I still have to keep the Colbur Berry. That's absolutely necessary because King Gambit's... We just can't... I mean, we could win the King Gambit matchup with Raichu, but, like, we want to secure our victory with a Colbur Berry, I'd reckon. So the line into Sleep Powder Venusaur, apart from hoping that it misses... yeah, no, hoping that it misses is really it. Oh, yeah, I don't have anything into Sleep Powder Venusaur. Apart from Mega Raichu, of course. Yeah, because if I wanted Mega Audino, oh, they need to give Audino Misty Terrain. They need to give Mega Audino, like, Healer plus Misty Terrain. Heals any status condition that your opponent has, and summons up Misty Terrain. That's probably my buff to Mega Audino's ability. But yes, because if Mega Audino just got that ability, we'd be able to use Audino pretty well in every Sleep Powder situation. We set up Misty Terrain, we prevent ourselves from sleeping, and no status conditions from Sneasler, although it would kind of matter if we... if, say, Armarouge got paralyzed, so then we'd be slower than certain targets that we need to underspeed, like Scizor, for example. But, yeah, that's okay. Alright, let's keep on going, me mateys. But yeah, Venusaur. I think Armarouge being so important, we kind of need to leverage Alcremie against them, weirdly enough, but we gotta see when the Venusaur wants to lead into us. Alright, Charizard Y with Garchomp and potential Sleep Powder. Considering how fast my opponent locked in, they're probably just playing super standard. So I could definitely see Charizard Venusaur here. So this is an excellent time to try it out. I have to go Raichu if I want to avoid Sleep Powder. Mudsdale for the... Oh, I don't necessarily need Mudsdale. In fact, I could get away with Alcremie here. Alcremie Vaporeon seems nice. Because if I have Alcremie Vaporeon, even if they do have the Venusaur, we have Electric Terrain, then we can switch out the Raichu into Alcremie. Hope that we get the KO on the Venusaur, but yeah. This is turning into like a Raichu season. Oh no, me mateys. Very good, but we do respect where Audino can be very helpful. It's just the threat of Sleep Powder that I want to cover for in this match, so I'll be going with Alcremie Vaporeon here. We should be faster than Modest Charizard thanks to our speed investment and Jolly Nature. It's just timid Charizards that we got to be careful of. And, of course, the Venusaur Clicking Frenzy Plant or Leaf Storm. Okay, so Sylveon Vivillon. Okay, we don't need to worry about the Sylveon? No, I want to obliterate this Sylveon first turn. Do I need to Trick Room? I feel like I do. If I just get one shot like by Hurricane Hyper Beam, that's it. So I'll go for a Trick Room, and I'm just going to go for the Volt Tackle into this Sylveon. We don't need to worry about Vivillon as long as Electric Terrain's on the field. So let's go with this. If Vivillon clicks Rage Powder, that's also fine, but that means Armarouge is guaranteed to survive the turn. So very good, Volt Tackle does go off, and because we're not a max attack Raichu, Sylveon will survive. So Sleep Powder will go off, but Armor is protected by Electric Terrain. Very nice. And Hyper Voice will do a lot of damage into Raichu, but that's okay. Raichu's done its job, and now we can just click Heat Wave with Armarouge. Very nice, Raichu and Armarouge. Very nice. So let's go for the Heat Wave, and then we can go into Alcremie here. Since we didn't take any too much damage on Armarouge, I think Alcremie is probably the safest bet into the rest of their team. Alright, go for the Alcremie, and now... Oh, they're min speed on their Sylveon, so they do go faster with the Sylveon, but that's okay. And let's go for Heat Wave. That should get Vivillon down to Sash. Oh, doesn't KO the Sylveon though. That's unfortunate. Okay. We got to consider that because that is problematic. Alright. No Dazzling Gleam here, so Armarouge is very liable to fainting to a Hyper Voice. And it is our only Trick Room setter too, so that's very problematic. Let's see. I still think I protect the Armarouge this turn. Or I could switch out too. Yeah, I can switch it out into Vaporeon. There's nothing wrong with that. And then you should be slower on your Sylveon considering you're undersped. Armarouge, base 60 to 64. Let's see if you're running any speed on your Sylveon, because if you are, then you outspeed my Alcremie. Draining Kiss again. That's gonna matter, but we should be fine. Alluring Voice should still KO the Sylveon, especially with Life Orb. Now we just gotta decorate the Vaporeon and let Vaporeon take over from here. Muddy Water would be nice, but it's 85% accurate. I'm not too hopeful of that. Alright. Oh, Hurricane's doing a lot though. And Vaporeon gets confused. That's unfortunate. So if I knew they weren't going to click Hyper Voice, I should have stayed in with the Armarouge. Because now this Milotic's going to be a very big problem. Alright, so the confusion might get me here. We have to land a Scald onto this Vivillon. And then, let's see, it might be Mega Charizard in the back, so I have to conserve the Raichu. So I think I play for Alcremie here. I protect Alcremie on this turn so that we survive. And then... what I need to do, decorate the next turn, and then try and 1v1 the Milo with Vaporeon. Try and let Vaporeon outvalue their team, and we should be good. So Hydro Pump will go into the Alcremie. Okay. Ooh. Charizard 2. Okay. The nice thing is that Charizard, if Mega Charizard Y is involved, then Charizard will not be able to let the Alcremie go down to a Hydro Pump, but we will go down to a Heat Wave. So I think just going for a Calm Mind and decorate onto the Vaporeon's really nice. Or Mystical Fire onto this Charizard so that the Heat Wave or Solar Beam doesn't do as much damage, right? I think that's what I go for here. Yeah. Charizard Y, so Hydro Pump won't be enough to faint, but if they go for Heat Wave, it will faint. If they know Trick Room, they should double Protect here. This is also accounting for Protect, but yeah. So now Solar Beam's guaranteed not to KO, especially after a Calm Mind. Unless if it crits, of course. Okay, will we get off the Calm Mind though? We do! Thank you, Vaporeon! Very nice. Okay. So we have to consider that, we have to use Raichu Y here, and let's see if it will critical hit the Vaporeon. Because if it does, that's a bit problematic. No, it doesn't, so we should be able to live another Solar Beam. Just nice, me mateys. Alright. Electric Terrain does disappear. Let's protect the Vaporeon, and let's get off another Mystical Fire into this Charizard. Or if we can, decorating the Vaporeon would be very nice too. We just need to get in... Oh, that's so lucky. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you, Vaporeon. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yep, Hydro Pump connects, so that's very nice. Alcremie goes down, but now we just need to either feint the Charizard or feint this Milotic. And we gotta outspeed the Charizard here, otherwise I think we just lose off of that. Alright, so if we do outspeed, I think just a nice Scald will do, even if it hits a Milotic, that's okay. Protecting the Charizard seems very likely here though. Or if they do that, that will lose me the game, because Hydro Pump's still enough to connect on the Raichu. I don't particularly want to lose the Vaporeon either, so I'm just gonna risk it. They should protect, right? This will lose me the game if they protect, but that's okay. They don't protect, so very good, me mateys. And we are faster, since they're probably Modest Charizard, so very nice, me mateys. Critical hit, that didn't matter, especially Mega Raichu X. Never will matter over critical hit. So very good. And then Hydro Pump will just go into the Vaporeon. Or Ice Beam. Ice Beam won't faint the Vaporeon, but yeah. Water Absorb, and we snap out of Confusion, and that should be game. Unless if they have, oh, well, it's not over, right? They could be, oh, it is leftovers. So we will at least do some damage into them. Now we just gotta hope that we don't get, PP stalled. Because it's still not over. So I think this turn, I just stall out a turn of their Sun, just protect on the Armarouge and go for a Calm Mind on Vaporeon. I need to stall out the Sun more importantly than the... than trying to 1v1 Milo in in Sunny Day, but very good. If we can land the Psyshock, that would be very nice for this turn. At least we have burn. At least we burn the Milotic. We can just keep on clicking Calm Mind for this. Ice Beam won't do anything to the Vaporeon, and I don't think Milo gets Grass Knot, but yeah. Armarouge is going to go down here. Unfortunate, but nothing we could really do about that. So let's see if they had Coil Hypnosis too, because after Electric Terrain expires, that could be a problem. But yeah, now that sun's going down, we can start clicking Scald a lot more effectively. And this is really why I had Calm Mind, just so that Vaporeon can take on a Milotic. Because if I had Helping Hand here, I'd be doing no damage at all. So let's see what they can go for. Do they have Ice Beam, or do they have yeah, they did have Ice Beam, so we have a potential to lose here thanks to Freeze and critical hits. So it's not over, it's by no means over, and see what I mean. Alright, do we stay? No, Scald melts the ice, so we don't need to worry about Freeze. And now we're doing enough. We're doing enough damage, but they can out-recover us. Just need to consider that, and I think now would be a time to go for Calm Mind again. Especially if they do click Recover. So let's see if they do have Recover, or if they're just going to click Ice Beam. No, they have Blizzard. Okay, no Recover, so we can go for the Skull without worry then. Because this Calm Mind will definitely ensure that I go for at least a 2-hit KO. And if they do have that Recover, one more Calm Mind should be enough, right? Electricity disappears, and they see that Vaporeon has enough to destroy the destroy the Milotic here. Very good. It was still very close. I forgot the fact that Scald melts through ice, so that's very good. It is boiling hot water for a reason, so very good Vaporeon. All right, now as you would expect, right? Never underestimate an opponent just because they're in the lower ranks, right? I still take every lower rank battle with an open mind, because there are some strategies that even a top level player could do into you that looks like a low level strategy, right? I mean, it sounds silly, like when you think of it like that way, but like, what I'm trying to say is that don't underestimate a lower ranked team just because they're in the lower ranks. And always keep an open mind for what can shut down your team. If it's hard aggression that lower ranks tend to go for, right? Then you got to consider if your opponent does go for the aggression against your team, especially in a Trick Room environment, Trick Room team, can your Pokemon survive? Because if your Pokemon doesn't survive, then you've got no other options into their team, and you can lose the battle from there. Yeah, so always be mindful of that. And never underestimate any team, I suppose. Even though I've underestimated a few Pokemon but myself, me mateys. Oh dear, oh dear. Yes, do as I say. Oh dear. Very good. Alright, let's make this the Ultra Rank battle. And Houndoom, Mega Houndoom. Mega Houndoom can be problematic, especially with in-syn coverage, like Fake Out. Fortunately, we can lead Raichu into this. Houndoom. The question is, are you Sunny Day for Regiroth here? And how much do I need Armarouge here? Because Armarouge isn't actually a good option into Houndoom. But it is good into 2 or 3 of their other Pokemon, so it's very risky. I might make this a Mega Audino game. I'm gonna leave out the Raichu and see how I do without it. And then I think Mudsdale is just a fantastic option here. Have the Alcremie in for Whimsicott, and then my choice between either Armarouge or Vaporeon. We have a line into this Sneasler, so if they lead Sneasler Houndoom, the only thing Houndoom can do is hope that they get the hope that Sneasler has Solar Beam, right? Not Solar Beam, Sunny Day, and then land the Solar Beam. So, I think I might go Vaporeon. Why not? Who needs a secondary Trick Room setup? Yeah, let's go. No secondary Trick Room setup, me mateys. Let's have Mega Audino take on the brunt of everything, all the workload. Oh, sorry, Audino. Alright, let's see what we can do for this. Looks like Sneasler Whimsicott, so very good. Close Combat Energy Ball will feint the Mudsdale here, especially if it's maxed special attack Whimsicott. We need to respect that. However, I'm not too worried. And this is exactly what I wanted to try out last season. Will this work into their team, right? If it doesn't work, I don't get Ultra Ball. As simple as that. That doesn't worry me, babies. I just wanted to see if it works. You can Encore me now, but if I get your Sneasely here, then I can just switch into Alcremie any day of the week here. If High Horsepower doesn't connect, then, well, we panic and scream. Oh dear, very good. Oh, you withdraw the Sneasler, very good. Very good, so you go into Anti-Trick Room. I like this play. And that means I can get in Alcremie pretty nicely here. Oh, never mind. Are they going to click Imprison next turn? They could. They very well could. That does so much damage, by the way. Wow. I'm going to rely on the fact that you're going to click Encore, and I'm going to take you down to Sash. And then Heavy Slam this Whimsicott. Right? You should be clicking Encore. You see that I click Protect, you should click Encore. You should be clicking Encore, Imprison Encore. I should be struggling on the Audino if you have Protect on your Mudsdale. Giraffe, what Mudsdale? They don't have Mudsdale. Okay, let's go for the Omega Audino. And now we show that we definitely don't have Raichu. Never mind, Helping Hand for a Giraffe comes in to save the day. Okay, Psychic, that won't get the Mudsdale. Will do a lot thanks to Helping Hand. But yeah, thanks to them doing that, Audino can get off a Trick Room. And now we can just feint them with Dazzling Gleam, High Horsepower, I'd reckon. We couldn't go on Life Duty too. But they have to click Trick Room on their Giraffe if they want to reverse it. So Dazzling Gleam should prevent... Actually, no, I'll protect this turn, just to prevent Encore from going off, right? Will Psychic get the Mudsdale, though? No, I don't even need to do that. I can just go for Dazzling Gleam and switch in Alcremie. Just in case if they do decide to go Encore this turn. I know this Whimsicott has it. I know you do. You might run Helping Hand, but you always run Encore or Taunt on your Whimsicotts. Unless if it's like a really weird Leech Seed, Worry Seed set or something, but this should be okay. Whimsicott's bound to go down here, but yeah. Let's get in the Alcremie, and if we can just decorate the, Oh, okay. Is this like a max special attack, like sweeper for a Giraffe? Oh. It could be Trick Room again, but yeah. Yeah, I think this was worth it. Definitely worth it. Okay, you're not doing any damage to Audino, so I'm just going to click Life Dew, force you to think about the Audino, and then Mystical Fire this Sinistcha. I think the Sinistcha is just too problematic for my team, especially with Mudsdale. We can't let them stall out Trick Room too much longer, but we do have to respect the fact that they can just end the Trick Room at any time with for a Giraffe. Or even Sinistcha too. But this should make sure that our Alcremie gets a few more turns. And then we can probably just go for a Decorate next turn after they show what their defensive play on the Sinistcha is. Okay, here's another Psychic. Very good. And is it Life Dew on your... Oh, Marcha-Garcha. Okay, we shouldn't faint to this. Very good, Alcremie. Okay, do we get burned, though? That's the problem. Okay, their Tailwind peters out, but we should still be faster than their Sinistcha. The Forage Raff is just the one I'm worried about here, because it is base 60 if I remember correctly. And base 60 is enough. 2 turns left of Trick Room. You click Marcha Gacha last turn instead of Rage Powder, so I'm willing to believe that you probably want to get in your Sneasler now that I've shown Life Dew. Or you might outspeed my Alcremie and go for Psychic, but I have to do this. I still have to go for the Mystical Fire anyway. Yep, that's okay. And you do sacrifice your Whimsicott. But I think if you feint the Alcremie here, I can just bring in the Mudsdale over Alcremie. Yeah, no, that's fine. Cause now, you... Ooh, actually... This should still be fine. High horsepower into your Farigiraf will faint it after a dazzling gleam. And if you encore me into Life Dew, then we still do a lot of damage regardless, right? So we'll go for the high horsepower now. Last on a Trick Room, you should protect, right? If you don't, this is pretty nice. Although I should have clicked Life Dew if they did go for the double protect, right? Okay, so Mudsdale will go down, unfortunately. It looks like they're prioritizing the Farigiraf, which is something I didn't expect. So that's very good. That's on me for, as I said last time, underestimating the Farigiraf. So very good. They usually do run max special attack though, so that's something I should have considered a lot more. So I'll just go for a protect here. There's nothing. I mean, unless if you click Imprison now, but you have a little bit too much attack to be clicking Imprison, so you should probably just go for a Trick Room as well. Yeah, and definitely considering the fact that you're moving... Oh, no. Farigiraf is always slower than Sinistcha here. I was about to say. Oh, dear. Rest 2. Okay, are you the berry then? I should have just decorated the Audino. Yeah, Chesto, Resto. That's very nice. Okay, we still might be slower than the Farigiraf here on the Vaporeon slot, so I need to remove this Sinistcha. Because they click Marcha Gacha, they could switch out too, but I still think going for an Ice Beam is pretty nice. We can worry about Psychic next turn, I suppose. Oh, no. Yeah, you click Helping Hand, so you definitely want Vaporeon off the field. Okay, will Ice Beam be enough? That should be enough. That is in range. Very good. Okay. Let's see. If you bring in Sneasler, you can fake out Psychic. So, if you bring out Whimsicott, I can just Dazzling Gleam, Calm Mind. I haven't seen the speed interaction with Farigiraf Vaporeon yet. But considering... Well, you can't underspeed my Audino here, so that's alright. And Fake Out, alright. Fake Out Psychic could hurt. I think you want to go Diaclaw Helping Hand. Let's go for the Dazzling Gleam and Scald then. Just need a little bit more offense, and just in case if you don't fake out, right? What would be your option? Vaporeon's the most damaging option here, so you should fake out the Vaporeon. But just in case if you don't... Yeah, you go for the Dire Claw Helping Hand. Yep. Okay. Yeah, you should go for Vaporeon with Close Combat then. So if we can burn you, that's pretty much game for the Sneasler, but if we don't burn you... no burn, so it is Close Combat into the Vaporeon. We should barely live. Nice, Vaporeon. Very nice work. And then we can protect the Vaporeon this turn, go for a Dazzling Gleam, and then Life Dew Scald the next turn. Yep. Oh, that's a great option, yeah. This covers for the Protect play. That's very nice. That's a very good play on their part. They do have Rest on their for a draft, so they're pretty fine there. But yeah, they need to they have to click Fake Out, right? So Farigiraf will click Rest this turn, and then Sneasler will get us with Fake Out. However, if Fake Out doesn't work against Double Protect, right, we can probably just win the game off of that. So, or you could just Double Protect yourselves here too, right? But if for some reason you protect on your Sneasler, am I not wrong for thinking this? Right? You should fake... Hey, me mateys, it's always worth a try! Worth a try, me mateys! Oh, very good. Psychic will go first, unfortunately, but I think Mega Audino can clear it out from here, because now we're slower, and... Oh, no, yeah, now we're slower. You have to click Rest again, and if you don't click Rest, Dazzling Gleam gets you right. 6 more Dazzling Gleams, though. I don't think we have the damage output. You should be clicking Rest, though. Yeah. Maybe I could have gone for, like, Trick Room after they clicked Rest, right? Alright, so let's see if I can out-damage this, Farigiraf then. So they have to take 2 turns of sleep. They click Protect to go for it. 3, 4 turns. Ooh. Okay, there's the second one. Considering I need 4, I think I go for the Life Dew at this point, right? I need to conserve Dazzling Gleam PP, or... Protect, yep. Yeah, critical hit Dazzling Gleam won't faint, and I need at least 4 at the minimum. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Last on a Trick Room. You should click Rest, though. I need 4. Right. Okay, let's see what we can do. We need 4 at the minimum, though. Alright. You go for Psychic! Okay, yeah, no, because even on this turn, they rest, right? Let's go for the Life Dew. No, I still think going for the Trick Room should be fine. We might lose time here too. Special defense drops 2, but that should... No, I think I'll just play offensively here. I think there's absolutely no reason we shouldn't be able to win this, but I still want to try, right? Because it looks like they're going for rest here. Oh no, never mind. No, if they can land the last attack, if they can land it, they do win. I think that special defense drop actually was a trap for them. But here we go, me mateys. Oh no. Oh, they let us attack. Do we get the high roll? Oh, we get a good roll. Very good, me mateys. Oh my goodness. Oh, Mega Audino. Oh, very good, Mega Audino. That special defense drop, I think that was a trap. That was a very big trap, because if they literally clicked rest one more time, I would have lost because of PP store, right? Oh my goodness. Thank you, Mega Audino. Oh my goodness. It's always good to see the Mega Audino pull through when I need it the most. Am I right, me mateys? Oh my goodness. That was really close. Not respecting the Farigiraf, like, you know, as soon as I said, oh, don't underestimate the lower ranked teams, me mateys. Oh, what's this? Farigiraf? I'll leave it alone because it's got to click Trick Room on me. Oh, yeah, well, me mateys, goes to show you that my above example is absolutely correct and that you need to respect most of the Pokemon that you come across. Oh dear. And then, try and make it work from there. But as always, work with your bread and butters, and then in situations like those, right? Oh, there's nothing you can really account for, but like, as I did with that for Farigiraf, you also got to consider what could make you lose in that situation, right? If my opponent just knew to click rest one more time, because if they knew the Mega Audino matchup, we just lose from that because we don't have enough Dazzling Gleam PP. But thankfully, me mateys, we got the special defense lower, and if we took one more hit, we would have been gone. But thankfully, Mega Audino KOs the Farigiraf with another Dazzling Gleam, me mateys. So I think going for the Protect on that turn, last turn of Trick Room, was actually the correct call. Because if they went aggressively or protected, then that means I still could run that back and try for a critical hit on any of my Dazzling Gleams. And still, since it was dealing a consistent 25%, or at least around that margin, we had at least 4 Dazzling Gleams to work with, right? The first 2 were just to see how much we needed to do overall. If it was a high roll on our first hit or a low roll on our first hit, looked to be a bit of a slight low roll because we got a slight high roll because we got 26%. But yeah, oh boy. Now this also does come into question. If we wanted to have a stronger move on Audino, what would be the option, right? Hyper Voice is consistent, but not good into Sinistra. And then Hyper Beam is also very nice too, but is liable to make Audino faint the next turn, depending on what the situation is. Hyper Beam Audino can actually work for this team. It's very silly, but it can work, especially in a environment where we need to KO a certain Pokemon from a range that they don't expect Audino to KO from, right? Mega Charizard Y takes about 30% from Hyper Beam Audino without any boosts. Oh, it's 40%. My bad, Audino. I'm sorry. I know I run you all the time, but like, oh my goodness, yeah. 48% on the maximum, 40% on the minimum. Let's assume they have a bit of bulk to survive those rock slides, like 10-10. And then it becomes 38 on the minimum. So 38% still a very good range. That's like after 2 Scalds, I think. And then if they for some reason survive a Volt Tackle, which they never will. Let's see, what else will they survive? Okay, Psyshock. Yes, a Psyshock will allow a Hyper Beam to KO, right? Let's go for Psyshock on Armor Rouge. 50%. So it's a high roll, but we can potentially feint the Charizard with a Hyper Beam and Psyshock from the Armor Rouge. Considering that we use Mudsdale for Charizards, probably better to rely on Mudsdale for that, but we do have a situation where if we did have the Hyper Beam, then yes, maybe we can go for Charizard with just Audino Armor Rouge. However, that's for like a completely different situation, me mateys. We have 2 Pokemon already that can deal with it just fine. Mudsdale still needs Trick Room, and then Raichu can't really... I mean, it can beat the timid Charizards, right? But like, it's still like a Mega for Mega trade, so we do need to consider that. Apart from that, today's summary spotlight will of course go to Audino, me mateys. That last game, even though Audino didn't do anything for the first 2 games, or at least that second game in particular didn't get to show it off, Audino and Mega Audino, me mateys. Very nice work, Audino. I think Dazzling Gleam is still a very nice, consistent option. It does feel a little bit worse for wear when you don't Mega the Audino, so maybe Hyper Beam or Hyper Voice is really nice on Audino. The only issue with that is the Sinistcha matchup. Gholdengo, we really don't want Audino to be on the same field as Gholdengo, but like Sinistcha, we need either Flamethrower or like we need to preserve a fire type Pokemon like Armor Rouge, or at least bring it down to a range where it can be Ice Beamed by Vaporeon. Because Sinistcha is just very, very problematic for Audino. Being able to be immune to Hyper Beam, Hyper Voice, or any of its normal moves, very problematic. But today, BBs, Audino defeated Chesto, Resto, Farigiraf, and me mateys, it was looking very dire, but then Audino lowered its defenses on purpose, just so that they go on the offense even more so than they were before, and not even considering to rest up again. And me mateys, we take that, and we take all the victories that we can get around here, because I'm Vuvi Yaloovie, me mateys. Just kind of wish that Mega Audino got an ability buff, but oh my goodness, Healer has been so helpful. So helpful. Oh no, me mateys. Alright, very good. As for if we should go back to Thunder Gaming, me mateys, well, I'll leave that for next time, me mateys. Let's see how we do, because we're in Roltra? Ultra Ball now, me mateys, and Ultra Ball might see a little bit more, a little bit higher level gameplay, but we're still going to try and climb up. We're still going to try and make this team work, because obviously with this team, we don't have, I don't think, we have a lot of consistency, but we do find that some matchups are a little bit tougher than they were before. So it's like a level 2 of the previous team. We said goodbye to some of our previous water types and Meowscarada. Then we say hello to our favorite Mega Raichu version, Mega Raichu X, and we say hello to Vaporeon again, because Vaporeon, I do like Vaporeon over Primarina, I have to state that. But now we're just going to, now that we've taken off the training wheels on water types, Now we can use Vaporeon. Of course, Primarina can come back. No shade on Primarina. I just want to use Vaporeon for now and for this season. And then, yeah, see how we go with Mega Raichu and Mega Audino. And don't worry, Mega Audino people out there, I will be prioritizing Mega Audino, but Raichu is still very good into Charizards. Also got to consider the fact that it is so good into Charizards and they might not lead the Charizard. Very interesting how that can work, but me mateys. I'll save that for next time. We'll save that for the next session. And so, that will be it for this video, me mateys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Do I want to add anything? Well, if you like the Mega Raichu, and if you like the Mega Audino, and if you like the Alcremie, me mateys, give this channel a subscribe and like the video, or like any other video that you may have seen on this channel before, because I'm Vuvi Yaloovie, me mateys, and I have a lot of Champions content to provide. If you have a backlog, consider going through that. Nah, that's alright. If there's a video you like on my channel, go ahead and give that video a like. And if you just want to give some videos some watch time, that'd be very helpful for the channel too. Leave it on in the background or something, I don't mind. Or if you like to watch it in front of a TV screen, make sure that you consider that I do pop off a lot on the microphone, so might not be good for TV viewing in particular, but like, I'll try my best, me mateys. I'll try my best. Okay, let's go for that outro again. Alright. Thank you so much for watching, me mateys. I really appreciate it. I'm Vuvi Yaloovie, and I will be seeing you in the next one. Ta and ta-ta.